Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Edoggz Reviews. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Kingdom Welfare Cybertron Trilogy Voyager class Inferno. So let's get the box out of the way. Starting from the top right hand corner, we have the Takara Tomy label, followed by the Generation Autobot symbol. Underneath that, the word Transformers, which are made by Hasbro, and these figures are made for kids who are ages 8 and up. In front of the box, we have him in his vehicle mode already. On the side of the box, we have all of these characters starting from G1 all the way up to Beast Wars on this panel. And on the back of the box, we have him in his robot mode there, vehicle mode there. It takes 17 steps to get there. On this panel, we have him shooting water or some kind of substance out of his right hand, I believe. But that's where it is. And then on top is I have the Transformers Welfare Cybertron Trilogy. Autobot symbol is off to the left. And then on the bottom is just barcodes and things. So let's get into the figure, shall we? So this is Inferno. He's an Autobot. His function is search and rescue. And we're going to go through everything about this piece. So as you can see, he's a nice burgundy red, followed by a flat silver. We have a really nice Autobot symbol there on his chest. Head sculpt is really good, broken up by the yellow and this dark charcoal gray, if you will. And then everything else is just a lighter gray. So this is what it looks like from the front. This is what it looks like from the side. We have a little bit of black breaking up there. We have this from the back, and we have this from this side. So this piece comes with one weapon. Let's get it out of his hands, and we'll focus on this piece. Now this is called the Extinguisher Rifle. This is what he uses in the series. Very nice, very nicely sculpted. I like it. Now it has these pegs on either side, and you can put it on his forearms if you want. You can put it there. You can put it on the shoulder. And you can have that kind of thing. Nowhere else there is this peg on the back here, but that is for like a stand or something. So maybe you want to use that for like doing high kicks or some kind of crazy stands that you may have thought up or seen someplace, but you can do that. But it goes back into his hands there. Now he has his nozzle. His nozzle has a multifunction, if you will. It can spray water. It can spray foam. It can spray whatever chemical that he could probably think of to stop his opponent. Let's say that. And then we have this nozzle right here. It could be water or it could be a laser. You know, it could be whatever. It could be whatever you want. But yeah. So let's get into our articulation, shall we? All right, so we're gonna straighten this arm out. We're gonna go all the way around. You do have to move his ears to do so, but you can go all the way around like that. You can move the arm out like so. There is a bicep swivel there. We can move the elbow down here slightly, I would say slightly more than 90 right there. We got the bicep down. We can bring up the leg like this far. Bring it down on the knee. Like that. We have articulation in the foot if you need a wider stance. Let's bring the arm up, leg out. You can go this far on the leg. There's a swivel just below the hip. Going backwards on the other side, we can bring the leg all the way back. And we bring this lower leg all the way back there. Waist, we can do 360 degrees on the waist. And that is about it. Now the head, you do have to manage somehow to turn that around in a circle, but it doesn't move up and down or anything like that. So we're gonna plug this back in here, like so. So there you have that. Let's do a few comparisons. We're going to start off with G1. and we're going to lead into G2 characters in the series, mind you. So we're going to start with season 1, which is Jazz. Now Jazz has a bad habit of not standing. We have tracks. Let's bring in Warpath. Maybe season 2-ish. He popped up. We're gonna bring in Ironhide, who should be taller. That's studio series. And last but not least, let's do a color breakup. I need a color breakup. Let's bring in Huffer. I'm gonna put Huffer in the front, even though it's not his show. Actually, let's move him off to the side. Right, there we go. Put Huffer there. And last but not least, we're gonna bring in Hoist, and Hoist has a problem. He has a serious problem with his arms. He has floppy arms. So if anybody out there can help me, please leave it in the comments. I would love to know how to fix that. And we're gonna stick him over here. We need more color breakup. Right. So that is the team. Some of these guys are from Earthrise. Some of these guys are from Studio Series. There's one. And some of these guys are from Kingdom. So there you have it. See, Jazz wants to lean back and the music is not playing. So there you go with that. All right. So transformation is a fun 17 steps to go through. And when you pick this figure up, you will never notice that it was that quick of a thing. So first thing you want to do, you want to get rid of this gun. Stick that back here. Second thing we need to do is get rid of this nozzle, because there's no place for this in the oat mode. I'll explain that later. Right, so here we go. So the first thing I like to do, let's brighten up this picture. Why is this picture going dark? First thing I like to do is tackle these ears, because they're going to get in the way. So we just flip these away. And they peg into this little hole there. Just peg them in. Plug them in. Take this hand. You want to turn it. And you want to flip this hand inside. Like that. Like so. Now, since we're here, we can take this forearm. You want to turn it this way. So this hole should be on the most left, and the same thing on the opposite side. This hole should be on the most right there. Next, what I like to do is I like to tackle the feet, because they're easy. So you just unplug like so. Let me see if I can I can show it to you guys, and just bring it up like that. Bring it down, and there's the leg all done. Same thing, you want to unpeg like so, and you want to bring it down like that. So the legs are done. These are done. All right. You want to bring this piece back, and you have to disconnect it from the hard top of the fire truck like so. Right, we're not ready for that just yet. Disconnect it like that. You take this panel, which his head is on, you flip it all around like that. Right. Now you unfurl this, which is much easier on this figure versus the masterpiece. It's more intuitive on the masterpiece. Let's just say that. So you want to do the shoulders like this, and do the shoulders like that. Right, so before we go into this, we're going to turn like that, the arms outwards. Turn the arms out like that. You want to bring them inside, like so, and like so. Now before you do that, you want to plug both of these together, like that. So that's going to take care of the front and the top of the fire truck. So next you want to do is you want to bring up on the waist and the rest of the leg. So we're going to bring these up like so, and as you do so, I'm going to bring down this piece right here. So it should be like this. Right, so now we're going to take this ladder and we need to bring it out. Like so. Like that. Take this ladder piece. You need to hold on to this piece right here. And you want to circle around. Right? Alright. Right, so you take this ladder, bring this all the way like this way. Like that. And you should have enough clearance. I don't have enough clearance first. I don't have enough clearance. Right? Turn this around like so to get that ready. This goes down. Like that. And what we're going to do, there's 2 holes here in the feet. And then there's 2 pegs there. And we just have to plug these 2 pieces right here into the forearm. I'm going to extend the ladder like so. All right, so everything should be good to go here. Make sure. Now what I like to do with this gun, I like to put it on the opposite side and plug it into this hole here. Right. And this nozzle doesn't have a home. It doesn't have a home anywhere on the top or the sides because it will protrude from the fire truck. We don't want that. They could have put something down here underneath here to have this peg into, you know, nobody wouldn't mind it, but it's just something to note. But here you go in his Fuser fire truck. This is what it looks like from the side. This is what it looks like from the back. Opposite side, from the top, from the bottom, from the front, and there you go. So we're going to do a comparison. Right. Make that stand. We're going to bring in the masterpiece. Show the difference there. The masterpiece is using a much lighter burgundy, and they're also using like an off-white for the face of the truck, the hose, some pieces for the shoulders, the bicep, the ladder. Things of that nature. There it is. That side. We have the working pillars where this one doesn't. The only advantage that the small one has, it can go 360 degrees on the ladder, where this one is stationary and it can only go up and down. Right. So here you go. Move that down, just move that down. That's the size difference between the two. And this is what it looks like from the front. Very tiny, very tiny. Let's bring in a couple of more people. So we're gonna bring in Blue Street Deluxe. And where is he? And we have Trailbreaker. Now, if you haven't heard yet, there is a masterpiece version of this coming out soon. Hopefully, to follow after that, there will be a hoist, because you can't have a Trailbreaker without a hoist. It's like making a blue streak without making a prow or a smoke screen. It just doesn't happen. So we have these three guys right here. These guys are, give you a look at that. So now we're going to go back into the robot mode, which is very quick. So what I like to do is I like to start from the back. As a matter of fact, we're going to start with the ladder. Push this, compress this ladder back, turn this around, get this ready. You want to unhook this back panel, like so. We're going to take this gun off before we go any further. Easy part is bringing the lower torso and the legs down first, like so. Take the feet. Let me see if I can show you real clear what we're doing here. We're going to bring this up like that, and there's a peg, and then there's a slot system in there, and you just want to shove backwards like that. Same thing, back, plug it in. So that's done right there. Let's see. Let's move this armature out the way. Oops, sorry. We're gonna take these two pieces, separate, bring them around like so, and there is a slot in the peg system right there in his arm, in the inside of his arm there, and just plug these in like so. Plug these in like so. Bring his arms down. Bring his arms down. Since we're here, we're going to plug this back into his arm. We're going to turn here, the lower forearm. We're going to get in here and get his hands out. So that's done. So we're going to bring this armature up. Now there is a rectangular peg in there. You can kind of see it right there where my thumb is. And then there's a hole there. So we're just going to bring this up. Plug this in together like that. Bring this down. That plugs in. And we're going to bring this up like so. Like that. Since we're here, we're going to flip this over to reveal the head. Get that going. Bring this down. And it should clamp into place. Right? Right? So, right? Just like that. Now, this piece right here, we have to turn around the ladder, bring it down this way, and we need to separate. We need to separate it. Like that. Now, this is going to come undone when you do it. And we're going to get these ears out because I always forget the ears. They always seem to disappear for me. Bring the ears out. Lower bicep. Let's turn this upside down so you can't see that hole. Get this done. And there you go. You have him back in this robot mode. So we're gonna bring out some peoples so we can finish out this video. So we're going to bring in Blue Streak. Trailbreaker. Tracks. Warpath. Ironhide. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's put him there. Let's put Hoist there. He's not set up though. Yeah. There we go. Let's see. Let's move him back. It's a taste. A lot of people have fur. And let's see if we can sneak. Let's sneak Jazz over here. That. And Ironhide. Where in the world I'm gonna put Ironhide? Where you're not going to be a problem. Okay, so we're gonna have to put Ironhide back here. And we're gonna put Warpath in front of him. It seems like a plan. So there you go. That's what I have at the moment. If this video was informative or helped you in any kind of way, please give it a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, put them down below. I do respond to them. In fact, I respond to all of them. To be honest with you. We're going to do a couple more before Christmas and a couple more before New Year's. So thank you for watching. I want to thank F. Castillo, depending on how you say it, for subscribing to the channel. And I'll see you in the next video.